Hello everyone, my name is Carol and welcome to Treasure Hunter Tokyo, my channel on how I hunt down great deals. So, I've been asked to share information on my travel hacks, and because of the time limitation of this deal, I wanted to do my first YouTube video ever on how to buy discounted travel points. I'm not a travel agent, and truthfully, I'm not even that much of a travel expert, but because I am an amateur, I can understand how hard the process of getting deals can be. I'm still really grateful for advice I get from people who are actually more experienced than me. So, right now, there's a Marriott Bonvoy point bonus campaign, which is good until July 15th, 2022. So, as the at the uploading of this video, there's less than 3 days that you can take advantage of this deal. So that's why I wanted to upload this one first. And this is a mystery bonus special, and either you get 35%, 45%, or 55% bonus points on top of the points that you spend money to get. Now, I've already clicked on mine, and it shows 45%. So this is the screen you're going to get, and when you click in the middle, they will reveal what your bonus is. And, according to travel blogs, 45% is what most people are getting. And there's a cap of, oh, okay, so sorry. What are Marriott Bonvoy points? Sorry, I should address that, huh? So you can sign up for a Marriott Bonvoy account for free, and it just offers you different Marriott properties. But the nice thing about them is you don't you're not limited to only booking them for hotels, that these points transfer to 40 different airlines. Usually what you should do is keep your flexibility and don't choose your airline until, don't transfer to an airline until you know exactly what airline and how many points you need. You should keep in mind, though, that it takes 3 days for the points to actually transfer, so don't expect to book it right away. Do give yourself a little bit of wiggle room. So what I'm going to do is 45% bonus. It's a pretty good deal. Marriott will have these bonuses at 30% quite regularly, but that's not good enough for me. In the past, I've bought them for 50% bonus, and 45 to me is pretty good. So I'm gonna go and max out and buy my limit of 100,000 points. So as you can see here, if you buy 100,000 points, they will give you 45,000 points extra, and the cost is 1,250 US dollars. And so I've reached my annual limit, and they may have another 45% bonus in October, or maybe for Black Friday, but I've already reached my limit and I wouldn't be able to buy any more. But I'm okay with this, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the actual transfer privately. I'm not gonna share my credit card information, but what I want to do is to go over the terms and conditions. So first thing is a new member may purchase points 30 days after enrollment. So if you're not a Marriott Bonvoy member right now, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to take advantage of this deal because you've got to have been a member for 30 days. But like I said, they do offer point up bonuses throughout the year. So who knows, right? Another time they may offer it. So don't fret. Okay. And the next thing, the next point is that this deal goes through a third-party site called points.com. And what this essentially means is that the point transfer will take a little bit longer. And I got my points transferred pretty quickly, like within the hour, but I know that some people have reported like it took them a couple of days before their points were deposited in their Marriott Bonvoy accounts. So don't fret if you don't see the points right away. If you're using a credit card that gives extra points for travel use, unfortunately, buying points doesn't qualify as like hotel reservations or like buying air tickets. Those are travel, those fall in the travel category. These are just, and they fall in the points category. So you're not going to accrue extra points as travel use. And the next thing is that there will be tax and also foreign exchange rates if that's applicable to you. I'm not going to focus on it because I assume that different people are going to be buying things in different countries, and your tax rates and your exchange rates and the credit cards you use are going to be different. So I'm not going to cover that. Another point is, right, like elite status, right, of most airlines, you're only going to get points for that if you're actually flying. And the term for that is called butt and seat point, right? You've got to be, you've got to be sitting in an airplane to get those elite status. These don't qualify. And yeah, so I want to cover this is you can buy the points, but there's no guarantee that the airline that you want to use it for is going to still be a partner at the time that you want to. So everything is subject to change. And so there is a bit of speculation that goes with buying these points, right? And I'm going to cover that a little bit more later. A major point is that there's a maximum of 100,000 points a year. So some people have mentioned that, even with the bonus, 145,000 Marriott points is not going to get me the airline miles I needed to book my round the world trip, right? 120,000 Bonvoy points will get you 50,000 airline miles on most airlines, okay? So how did I manage? And for me personally, I reached my maximum point purchase the last 2 years, and I bought them at 50% bonus. I didn't use them, and I was waiting for the day when borders opened up and I could finally book my round the world trip. So if you didn't know, what I just said and what I did actually goes against the recommendation of most travel gurus because they consider it too speculative. There are risks involved. And number one, Marriott could go bankrupt and the points then could be deemed valueless. Okay. Second, point requirements can go up. And devaluating your spending. The third reason I've covered is that the airline that you were planning to use may end the partnership with Bonvoy, and then you can only choose airlines that you weren't your first choice. But I think the biggest danger of buying points is you actually don't end up booking the trip that you want it to. So for example, for my round the world business class trip, because I didn't want to deal with the cumbersome layovers, um, I booked 1 year in advance, right? So if you're looking to book 4 people 6 months ahead, hoping for business class on rewards, it's not going to work for you. That's, using rewards, it's tricky. And so, I have family members who give me their points because they just can't be bothered navigating how to use them. Uh, but I've kind of spent my time figuring out how to maximize the monetary value of points. So I'm the person who gets to use all the points in my family, my extended family. Like I used a lot of my mom's points in family pools. But yeah, so if you can't be bothered to book a trip really far in advance, then then trying to use points to book business class is probably not for you, and buying points then is definitely not for you. So getting back to the point about how to get 100,000 airline miles through point transfer. There is a way of doing it, but it's kind of complicated. So basically, a lot of airlines have family pooling plans. So your partner can also get the 145,000 Bonvoy points and transfer them into their airline account. And when you book your flight, you can use points from the family pool. But that's based on you traveling by yourself and using 2 people's points. But if the 2 of you want to travel together, then this scenario isn't going to work. There are some airlines, though, like Air Canada, that will allow up to 8 people to be in one family pool. So you can get your brother, your sister, your parents. You can use their points. You can buy points from their account, transfer them to their airline account, right? And you've already created a family pool. So you could use everyone's points to book your flight. Now this gets complicated, right? Because then you're going to have to pay family members and and everything. I haven't tried it, but technically it could be done. Yeah, so I'm going to end this video on the note that saving money is a complicated matter, okay? It requires time to research, time to crunch your own numbers, and then decide for you what is best. A lot of deals require payment upfront for a product later, and this is the same type of deal, especially when you're trying to save up for like round the world trips, right? And if you're a last minute traveler, then don't do this. And I can't tell you what airline is going to be best for particular routes, whether cash or points is going to be better for your flights. All of that you're going to have to do for yourself. All I'm sharing is information about what worked for me. And I'm not a travel guru with a zillion points, accustomed to traveling business and first class. My points are really valuable to me, so I want to use them smartly. I ended up booking a round the world business class trip for less than 3,000 US dollars, and that includes like all my taxes on buying points, all the taxes, airport tax and fees, etc. So it worked out really well in my case, and so I want to wish you luck in finding your own sweet spots. So thank you for watching my first YouTube video. Yeah, I'm sorry I don't have a lot of visuals, and but I hope I provided enough information. If not, just ask me questions in the comments, okay? So I'm gonna sign off for now. Bye.